Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15, and welcome back to another online battle for Medieval 2 Total War. This one is a 1v1 from the Britannia expansion between me and Visceral Jouster. This is actually a warm-up battle for the tournament that I'm currently hosting hosting with Visceral Jouster, but I feel like I'm doing a lot of the managing so far, just because I have control of the Google Docs and stuff, so it's nothing on him, just like not working. Do not blame Visceral, he's a hard-working man. Anyway, so it's a 1v1 we're doing in preparation for a battle, a warm-up, because I have not been able to play at all much recently, so I've been completely out of practice, and it certainly shows during this battle of how out of practice I have actually been, as you will see. But it was still a very close battle, really fun, and yeah, it's just that with all college going on, like currently, like just for now, this is the one time I'm going to be able to record all week pretty much, is that I have an 8-page paper due in a week, which I don't know how to do, along with the presentation, along with 2 midterms to study for, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know how to do any of this, and it's all about free silver in the 1900 election. I'm like, hell, I can't write about 8 pages of that. It's like just all coming down on me. I'm just like, yeah, it's bad. So anyway, 1v1, more important, we're just preparing for our last group stage match against Pug and Teutonic Order. So we are a team, but here we're just preparing ourselves. I ended up actually playing the Moors in my first battle against them, and I think he did play France too. So if you just take a look at my army, it's my standard Moorish build, 2 generals bodyguard, 1 early, 1 late. The late one having my general, of course. Then 4 Christian guard with attack, and 2 Tuareg camel spearmen with attack, and then 4 peasant crossmen for infantry, Lantuma spearmen, 4 of them with armored attack on the wings, and in the center we have the dismounted Christian guard with attack. While Visceral Jouster over here, he's got a bunch of dismounted French archers, the cheapest archers, but very, very effective for them. He's got, what is that, 7 cav? Yeah, 7 cav, a bunch of noble knights, and shivering knights. Oh, 2 of them? That is concentrates on the second one, which I did not know. Probably better to avoid that. And of course a general's bodyguard, and I think some of these have armor rather than attack, which is probably not the best investment. He's got a bunch of pikemen and phalanx pikemen in the back of his infantry, actually 3 pikemen units total, and then dismounted shivering knights as the majority of his infantry, and on the wings I believe he's got dismounted noble knights, the nice 2-handed unit. Probably would have gone with more two-handers, a little bit cheaper overall with attack upgrades. But we ended up fixing that for the next battle, I do think, so that's probably good. Alright, so that is everything. So let us start it. I start rushing up my peasant crossmen because I'm thinking, hey, if I get the initiative here, I can probably waste a lot of his money because my peasant crossbows are a lot cheaper than his dismounted French archers, who are all seemingly targeting this one on the far left. And of course with their very thin lines, look at how many arrows are coming in at this one unit, and it's lost, what, 3-4 units, and now I'll be able to really start mowing him down. But in response to me moving up, of course, he's sending forward his cavalry, 3 of them, in a charge. I won't be able to shoot them in time because they're going to get here pretty quick. So in response, I am sending out my own cavalry. But apparently not quick enough. Come on, guys. Yep, so a few clashes here and there, just trying to stop his counter charges. And I think, yeah, he ends up getting this one on the far left. I was just not, or far right, I was not ready for it. And so very effective charge there. Over here it's pretty even, just cavalry. I believe my cav is actually winning just because of the speed of the charge and that he did take a bit more fire. Actually, this unit's coming back, but here we go. I'm setting up my entire lines. I'm like, okay, this is not going well at all because I already started losing with that charge there, and I'm not going to be able to comment that because if I try to charge his archers, they'll shoot me down because they reload so fast since they're longbows, really. Ooh, here we go. We got the Shivering Knights coming back, stopping and disrupting the charge of my Christian Guard. We're about to get sandwiched, but in the same time, his Shivering Knights are also getting sandwiched, and they're actually wavering because of the camels nearby. And, oh my god, I was trying to stop my cav. This is my general here, charging directly into this line of pikes. I mean, they are going to kill quite a few kills on the infantry, but it kills my general, of course.
Warriors' hearts filled with thirst for vengeance and not despair.
I told these units just stop. The only one that actually ended up listening to me was this last one because I'm like, guys, stop! No! And we were in a voice chat at the time. He heard me. I'm like, guys, please stop! And they just didn't listen to me. So I ended up routing my general's bodyguard, and I'm off to a bad start. You can see he's already killed 6% more than me, and we got some skirmishing on the flanks, and I can't really engage his infantry line because of my troops will get demolished, so I just have them sitting here taking much of archer fire right now. My own archers are a bit of out of position, But on this side, we got a bit of a skirmish, and I'm winning the fight just because my cavalry my camels and my spears together really routed and took down his cav on this side. And on this side, it's happening in about the same manner. You can see a bunch of Christian Guard. I mean, admittedly, they're getting shot to pieces by archers. And you got my Lantumas here as well, taking on all these troops. But he's starting to adjust and send his own troops, while I send in, finally, my infantry forward, because he sent in his, hopefully to get his pikemen out of position. Now you can see I'm trying to get these guys to run, and they're not listening. I'm just, like, all over the place. It's not working. Finally getting my other general's bodyguard to the back lines, killing off a bunch of these archers, and also some Christian Guard, because they are doing a lot of damage. Oh, actually, no, I decided to go for a rear charge, because my mid-central line is breaking at this point in time. Over here, my Lantuma's getting surrounded. I think I put them in a Shiltram, maybe. No, I didn't. Just trying to save them, but I do have this reinforcement trying to take on the cav and stop it. My old General's Bodyguard coming back, and I'm trying to use it to stop his General's Bodyguard from harassing my lines any further. You can see he's breaking through quite rapidly, and I'm not really making much progress. I do have the flanks sort of on this side, especially with all my spearmen here, actually taking on these heavy infantry toe-to-toe, but nothing more than that.
We have lost half of our men.
And yes, half my army has been destroyed. Again, now he is currently at, what is that? Still 6% victory, or 6% lead, and actually now 7% he's gaining on me. He's routed my Christian Guard in the center, both the cavalry and the infantry. Now I just got really camels and my 2 bodyguard units. Luckily, these camels do manage to actually get a bit of a rear charge here, as they're fighting some routers, and I'm just trying to use my peasant crossmen to get some shots, and I do have quite a few Christian Guard here that end up returning, like this unit of 22. On this side, I'm just trying to win the flanks where my spearmen are, so I can repurpose them to take on the central area of his lines, and it is working overall, because these spearmen took out so much of his cavalry, because they get trapped in the fight, and they're really hard to pull out. So Visceral was probably unable to get them away from the lines. My General's Bodyguard still fighting strong, the early period one with their swords. Still very strong in a melee, not too good at charging, but it's able to take down and waste the time of his own general, while I start beating up these lines, just trying to use my camels to rout all these infantry. Hold on, guys. I am so sorry for that cut, guys. You have no idea how bad I feel. Actually, I don't feel that bad, but you'll live. Okay, it was like half a second for you. For me, it was a day and a half. Now, welcome back. We were in the middle of a battle that I completely forgot what was going on, really. Between Visceral Jouster, I was the Moors, he was France. I'm doing this for my own sake. You can skip where the battle resumes. And yeah, you can see this infantry's broke through my Christian Guard and everything. We got my spearmen still fighting the flanks and some cavalry with all my archers pretty good and some returning Christian Guard. Alright, let us return. So you can see my camels still going on their rampages, charging into some dismounted French archers, actually getting a pretty good charge for camels, which is quite impressive. They are not messing around, these camels, today. And you can see my General's Bodyguard escaped his, actually trying to finish off the last of these infantry just to deal with them. He's forgotten about 2 cavalry, but they're not too big to his endeavor to win. And you can see he's also got all this infantry coming through, but now I'm focusing my archer fire directly on them, trying to kill them. And it is being pretty effective, especially over here, just trying to make sure these pikemen don't drop their pikes, or at least face them downward so they actually start killing me, because killing's not fun. My camels still going on their crazy spree of charging. Come on, let's see me, you guys do well. Oh wow, look at them go! They're taking on pikemen. Who cares? All 5 of them left. My General's Bodyguard, without a general of course, still fighting on. I think this is the late period? Yes, late period General's Bodyguard. Oh! My spearman killed off his general. Oh my god, I didn't know how he died. But spearmen going clutch, really. They're taking on heavy infantry, pikemen, and cavalry, and winning. Oh my god, these guys, Lantumas, do not doubt them in the expansions. Not to mention this is Britannia, so if you didn't know, that's the case. But still, he is breaking through. My Lantumas over here have broken. My general's still just taking on some archers. Other than that, he's still got, look at these massive droves of infantry and Flemish pikemen who have dropped their pikes and actually decided to go for their little swords. Hopefully I can probably rout them with these 5 camels that are still somehow fighting on the field quite bravely. Oh, fighting to the death. And now they decide to bring out the pikes, which is awkward. Let me choose to carry a very heavy thing that I apparently was hiding in their back pocket the entire time. I like how they just whip it out of nowhere. It's like the lances for the cavalry. I'm just like, oh, I have this now. This is mine again. I stabbed into someone, but it's mine once again. Other than that, he's just basically got some heavy infantry. You can see now the battle has turned around a bit. I have caught up in the amount I've killed, up to an 8% lead. Before I was at that 6%.
The fickle smile of fortune shines upon us. Pray, this is a portent of a victory.
A portent of a victory. Of course it is, because you can see his infantry routing, mostly because his general died. That was probably the final nail in his coffin, because at this point it is in my favor, just given that I do have these archers with a lot of ammunition left, and I do have some cavalry still running around this one general's bodyguard unit, though of course he is still getting back his Flemish pikemen, but I do have my own Christian guard, and Lantumas still warmed up. These guys don't mess around. They got stamina of crazy little bastards that they are. And the last of his heavy infantry are routing over here. And now all he's got is these 4 units of dismounted French archers, units of 23, 12, 6, and something else, 15. So yeah, just a handful. Together about 1 unit of archers, while I have a good number of half units of 35, 28, and then 14 and 20. So about 1 half units to his 1, plus with a lot more ammunition left over and armor-piercing capability. Well, I guess, okay, he's got armor-piercing capability too, but they should be pretty low on ammunition, and they all seem to be running for me, and they have to also deal with all my infantry still. Oh yeah, I still have that 1 general's bodyguard running around. The last cavalry on the field. I'm pretty sure my camel's routed too, which is really sad and depressing because I liked my camels. I want to see how many kills I got. And see, I think he's going in for a charge here because he has a better chance of beating me in a melee, because these guys are just peasants over here.
Will surely see this and lose heart.
Unfortunately for him, upon running through, he's just literally allowing himself to get run over and routed by the sheer amount of crossbow bolts that are going to pierce his body, his men's bodies, that is. And with that, I win the battle. A really good battle. A lot of good cavalry movement on both sides. He had a lot of...
But only by a sword's
Just
edge.
a sword's edge. Yeah, he had a lot of good cavalry movement, especially with his general. I think I used my spearmen particularly well on taking out his cavalry and winning the flanks, and he used his pikemen very well to completely destroy my heavy infantry line that was supposed to be the backbone of my army, which turned out to be the least impressive part. So you can see I got 906 kills and 48 captures, while he got 746 kills. A lot of my men routed of these guys. I pretty much only had archers in the end, as you saw. So I'm going to say that, like, 100 of these are actually still in the field, while the other 185 actually routed. Now, if we look at the kills, my general's bodyguard that died very early on, or routed and died with my general, had 122 kills after just coming back to the fight with half its strength left. And the other bodyguard also getting 141, which is really awesome. They're going above and beyond just in their ability to melee. My Tory Camel Spearmen 64 at the top of the cavalry, which is kind of weird given that they suck in melee, typically speaking. Peasant crossbows, not anything too special. 66 by some Lantuma Spearmen, which is beyond impressive given their fighting capabilities. And some 59 some Christian guards, so they actually ended up pulling their weight in the end, which I am surely happy about, even though the other ones should have. I thought they died. Yeah, this one, 19 kills. They really got destroyed. So anyway, good game to Visceral Jouster, and it was a lot of fun. I actually named this a comeback kid because it was like, wow, I really had a comeback. And it was a pretty good, well, actually, it was more concerning to both of us because he lost, and I definitely did not perform well in the beginning. I was like, oh god, I cannot do that. And this was, again, right before a tournament battle. But a lot of fun, and I hope you guys end up enjoying the tournament when it comes out. It's going to be, I think, a good, worthwhile watch, the 12 days of Total War. So it's supposed to be during the holiday season we actually get the videos out. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my friends.